Good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It is 4:10 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It's a balmy 40 degrees here in Connecticut. Good morning to everybody. I want to present an analogy, especially if there's any Trump supporters watching, to try maybe to use some empathy, to see this impeachment from a different angle. I don't know if I should tell you guys that up front, but I'm sure you'd figure it out in the first couple of minutes. All right. Try to put yourself, say that your job is on the board of directors of a bank. You're running a bank, a successful bank. Like we have a bank here in Thomaston, the Thomaston Savings Bank. And we've got different branches all throughout Connecticut. It's a very small town, but a very successful bank. And you're on the board of directors, very proud of your bank. All right. And you got a loan officer, your top loan officer. And he is doing great, man. He's bringing in big accounts. He is making your bank money, and you're promoting. You want to promote him up top. You want to bring him up into the executive level. All right. And it's coming time where you got to make a decision on this. Then you find out something. He's been getting these loans, these big business loans for a couple $1 million. He'll loan out here. Of course, the bank makes a lot of money in interest. You know, this is the bread and butter of the bank. But he's been connecting little additions onto these loans. For let's say, so you find out somebody came in for a loan for $5 million, but your loan officer apparently just wouldn't loan this business money unless he washed his car for a year. You find out your loan officer gave this loan on the condition that this guy comes over to his house every weekend and washes his car for a year. And then he gave him the $5 million loan. And you find out he made an offer to another guy, that another business owner. He made another loan for $10 million. But you find out your loan officer asked this business owner for a date for his daughter. If the business owner's son would date his daughter, then he'd give him the $10 million loan. And you find out another one. So what do? He's getting business done. Your business is succeeding. Your bank's doing great. He's getting some big loans in here. You probably would have got him regardless. You probably would have got this business, these big loans in. You would have made this money anyway. Your bank would have made this money. But your loan officer was doing this, just for his own ego, to get these loans on his record to work his way up. It doesn't look good for your bank. It doesn't look good for your business, certainly. And more than likely, it's probably illegal. It's definitely immoral. So what do? After all, your bank's doing good. You got a loan officer who's doing good business, but he's not doing it right, man. He's more or less blackmailing the people for their business to give them the loans. You could ignore it and just let them run free and keep doing this and probably keep making money. Down the road, it's not going to be good for your business. You know this. A good, successful business can't operate under this kind of shady dealing. But for now, you're making good money. He's bringing the money in. He's making the deals. So what do? Do you do the right thing, the moral thing, the smart business thing, or do you just want that money just for this second, the right thing? You'll overlook everything. He's a guy. He's taking care of business. By whatever means necessary. So do you turn a blind eye to his attaching little extras onto to him granting these loans? Or do you fire his ass, and do the right thing and get somebody in there who who makes money for your bank on your bank being a good goddamn bank. And then down the road, you know your bank will succeed because you're doing business the right way, the honest way. You know, there's a question: is it legal? I mean, these people are just, they're just doing favors for him. Maybe it's legal, maybe it's not. And he's making good money, so it's a really a moral question. It might be illegal, it might not be. Down the road, it's definitely not going to be good for your bank. Once this gets out, it's going to weaken your bank. That you got a loan officer that's attaching little promises of extras, that's requiring little bribes to get the business done. So what do you do? Now, I know my analogy might have missed the mark a little bit on a few things. This is the second video I made. First video I made, I realized that the American public was the wrong person, and it was actually Ukraine. So in this analogy, the American citizen, the voter, the people that are holding Trump accountable have to be the bank board of directors, and the bank would be America for the long-term good of the bank or America. The loan officer, the crooked loan officer would be Trump. And the people coming in for loans, one of them would have been the Ukraine. You see what I'm saying? What if you were, from the Ukraine's point of view, you need that money. So, you know what this guy's doing to you is wrong, but you're going to have to do it, or you're going to try, it's a tough question. You really don't want to deal with an asshole like this that's blackmailing you or bribing you. But you need that money. All around, it's just not the right freaking thing to do. And in the long run, it's going to weaken the bank, aka the United States. So, if there's any Trump supporters out there, tell me what you think of my analogy. Like I said, the United States would be the bank. Turning a blind eye to the crooked dealings of their loan officer. He's making money, he's getting business done. Should you turn a blind eye to it? It's pretty much exactly, I know there's a few marks I missed, but it's pretty damn close to what I think what's going on with the impeachment. Come on, in your heart, you know it's wrong. You know what he did is wrong, and you know it's going to weaken the United States down the road. I mean, you really can't deny that. You can call it a hoax and a witch hunt all you want, but if you got a better analogy, tell me. Leave it in the comments. All right, you guys have a good Thursday.